Andrew, for such a humbling introduction. I do feel some pressure on my shoulders right now. But let's start. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for you. Do you ever have a feeling that I'm not doing enough for my country? I'm not donating enough. I'm not helping enough. I'm not spreading the word enough. If yes, please raise your hands. I already saw you nodding, so yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for your honesty. I have the same thing, and regardless how much I do, it still stays with me, this inner feeling of guilt. And what's bad about this feeling is that it makes me feel helpless, like I'm not impacting anything. I'm just one person that cannot impact the whole situation that is immensely bigger than one person can be. And what this feeling and this guilt can trigger is stopping helping, donating, and spreading the word, because why would it matter? Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to share with you one perspective on this specific feeling that can not only a little bit help with your mental health, but also help us keep strong and united and help our country. So let's start. The first one. I'm not helping enough. There are thousands of professional volunteers who work 24/7. They know the people. They know the right way to do it, the most effective. Why would I bother, and how can I help? I would be doing so small effort that it wouldn't be even noticeable, right? Not exactly. If we think about the volumes of the people that are indeed, there are great professional volunteers that indeed, as we are thinking, they know what they're doing, but it's only some amount. And if even one person can work 24/7, how long that can last? If we know people that are in need, it can be just our family, our neighbors, our friends, and we cover those needs. We take off the shoulders of professional volunteers these duties, and they can spend the time on something else that they know they can be useful. A many, a little, next a Mickle. Mickle is an interesting word that I learned when I was preparing this speech, which means a large amount. And indeed, if we collect all of those 1-2 hours per week of everyone helping, it will be a larger amount than of those volunteers all the time if they just work non-stop. So let's not diminish our ability to help. Moreover, if we're thinking about our neighbors and our people that we know, we can provide this targeted help, that it doesn't get lost, that it doesn't get decreased with many hands passing, and it also is not delayed in time. So think about the people that you know. When you're helping your family, you're already making this work, and your family doesn't have to go to the volunteers if they need to. Let's move on. I'm not donating enough. How can my 100,000-500,000 hryvnia help if there are millions of hryvnias and dollars are needed? I see how expensive these weapons and these other things that are needed for our army and for humanitarian aid. How can my small amount of money help, right? Not exactly. Here is the same logic. If only people who can donate large amounts of money would do it, we would collect much less amounts. And the statistics actually show that there is, of course, people who donate, for example, more than 10,000 hryvnia per time, but the volume that those people collect is equal to the volume that the large amount of people that donated just 100 hryvnia. There are a lot of people that donate 100, and it created the same amount as people who would donate with 10,000. Of course, this is a smaller group, this is a larger group. but they see the power of the large amount of people, of the Mickle. So every time you think, I cannot donate a lot right now, and that is true. We are 3 months in the war, more than 3 months in the war now, and it's normal that our resources also get wasted, not wasted, but spent. That's normal. Like even a small amount, if everybody have a mindset, no, my small amount also makes sense, we would still keep on gathering incredible amounts and help our country. And the third, I'm not spreading the word enough. There are huge media with millions of people audience. They are professional journalists. They are influencers with millions of followers on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. There's Elon Musk and Quentin Tarantino posting about it. There are big people that are spreading the word. How can my repost or reshare, or how can my story about how I was dealing with the struggles that are right now in our country help? Right? Not exactly. Same as with two previous examples. And many, a little makes a Mickle. When we are collecting the signature for petitions, we don't need 5 influencers for it, but we need thousands of people who would also sign it and support it to show that many people care. When we are trying to spread some message like save us of style, it's not important for one media to tell it. It takes thousands of people of reposting it and resharing it and saying, yes, I care, yes, we care, and we want this to be solved. And when you're sharing your personal story, it creates unique content. You are telling it from the first person, and you're sharing it from how it affected you. It's very interesting, and it's also important to share it, for example, in English, so that people from outside the world can also see and experience how it is like to live in Ukraine right now. So every time you get a feeling that I'm not doing enough, remember, a many, a little makes a Mickle. Let's keep on helping, keep on donating, and keep on spreading the word. Stand with Ukraine. Slava Ukraine.